What's going on? Well, I snuck out today and got a couple hours in here at my storage unit. We are affectionately calling it Factory 20, so it's number 20. Anyways, got out today and still working on the ruddervators. So pretty much, I'll show you the progress there. Actually, I'll just get it right now. This is the right hand side, and it's pretty much the ribs are in. And it's all basically it's ready to go. I just need to take it all apart, deburr it, and then I'll have to upsize it and rivet it. But for the most part, it's ready to go. And not bad actually. I've kind of fretted over all the measurements and everything. I guess is the first side, so I spent a lot of time looking at the plans and really to know. The only thing I haven't done is the hinge line right here. And what I think I'm going to do is, it's basically I'm going to use this stir stick, and I'm going to lay this on top of there, like that, and then that'll give me that height. So I've got to figure out, I guess I have to drill it all and get it completely ready to go, take it all apart, deburr it, and then put it back together. So that's my next hurdle. And I think this is what I'm going to do. It's just a CH off of being the right height. I could probably sand this down just a little bit and make it work, but I got a couple hundred thousands, so I'm not going to worry about that so much. I'm going to go ahead and go with it, but I think that's what I need to do next is probably set that hinge line, and then that right side is completely ready to go. I'm just got to upsize it, deburr it, and basically rivet it together. Again, I think I fretted about the plans and doing it. It's the first piece, so just really nervous about making a mistake. And the more I think about it, the more I feel like, I'm going to screw some stuff up. It's going to cost me some parts at some point. But, at the end of the day, I guess it's just a couple of dollars. So I actually think I've already made a mistake. I'm just waiting to find out. But it's all good. So the irony of that is that took me quite a bit of time to get to this point. I bet 4 or 5 hours to get to this point, just because I kept going back and forth to the plans, and that commitment to cut that sheet metal. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how long I just sat and looked at the black line on the sheet metal and checking the plans and making sure. And I even brought my buddy out, Richard, from Crow Aviation. Thanks, Richard. And we laid all the parts out. And at the end of the day, you just got to go for it. You can't. It's not going to be perfect. It'll be safe, but it's not going to be perfect. And I guess I've made some mistakes. I guess I will. I'm going to do the other side. So the other side. It probably took me 20 minutes to lay it all out. It's all laid out. All the measurements for all the spacing is done. Both sides, I already cut it. Already cleaned it up. It's all clean and ready to go. Much quicker. So just a matter of really going back to the plans now, and I know kind of, and even the assembly, I don't feel like I assembled that right. I'm going to put the center rib in next time first. And that way I can reach it from both sides. I put it in, and then I tried to jam it all to one side and clamp it, and it just wasn't perfect on the end down here. So again, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, but it just wasn't as tight as I think it could have been. And this side will absolutely better, and probably a fraction of the time, just because I think I need to remember that going forward. That just at some point you just have to go for it. And if you make a mistake, so be it. Fix it. And that's kind of where I think my head's at right now. So need to lie up just a couple more numbers here, and I'll have this one done by the end of the week for sure. I've got a graduation. My nephew's graduating, and my goal is to bring a piece of this to that graduation, because my family will be flying in, and give each one of them an opportunity to pull a rivet. A couple years down the road, they'll all have a chance that they did something on the airplane. Even as unsubstantial as one rivet. I think that's going to be kind of cool, and I'll have them all signed. It's an RV thing, I think, and it's just a pull rivet, so really not a big deal. But I'm going to bring the hand pop riveter and make them pull them by hand. So that sucks, but oh well. But that's my update for today. It's weird. I'm a YouTube consumer. I devour YouTube. The irony of it is I probably watch more sale channels than anything. There's a guy in Australia, Ross. Life on the Hull, I think it is. I love his videos. The guy does a great job. He's building a huge catamaran. But I look for airplane builds every day, and there's a couple that are super active. I think it's Bill Fly Go. That guy he posts constantly, and he just rips through these RVs. Jason Ellis posts pretty consistently. Christine, Plane Lady, and her husband, MIA for a little while. I think it's been a month or so since they posted. I really miss her build and the stuff that they bring. Even though it's an RV, they're first-time builders, and I really enjoy what they bring to the table. Only 2 guys building Sonixes, which is kind of crazy. I think it's Tyler Ives and a guy named Daniel Oliver. Tyler hasn't posted in over a year, and he took a hiatus for at least a year. I'm sure life gets in the way. I'm sure I'll have the same issues, but what a bummer. Such a cool little airplane. I'm going to try to, I wasn't posting this for anything YouTube related. I just want to track my process, and this is the easiest format for me to do it. I can just stand here and talk to myself, and it'll work out. So that's kind of what I'm going to continue to do, but man, what a bummer. There's got to be 300 to 500 guys building planes right now, and I think we're missing a piece there. Everybody's watching Mike Patey, I'm sure, build Scrappy and waiting for Draco X, whatever that's going to be, But there's a lot of guys like us, like me, just in a shed in a garage, somewhere stuck in a hangar, building an airplane. Hopefully somebody will pick up a phone. That's all I've done here is, no special equipment. I've got my phone leaned up against a 2x4. I'm doing it for me, but I wish more people would. I wish more people would share, and we could, grow this piece, very small piece. Aviation's such a kernel. It's so small, but it would be nice to see it grow a little bit. Anyways, I'm rambling. I don't even know what day it is. It's getting warm. I've got to figure out I'm either going to bring a swamp cooler in here or an AC. I'm going to check and see what kind of amperage I'm drawing on this 2 outlets I've got over here. So I definitely going to have to do something to get through the summer. I typically work at night, so it's cooler, but I do come in here occasionally in the daytime, which is, when I've got free time like I do today. But definitely going to have to figure something out because I'm a big guy and I'm fat and sweaty. Holy smokes. So, all right. Well, I'm rambling. Let's see. I got to order my next step kit. That's what I need to do. So I'll get on the phone here in a little while and get that coming. All right, you guys have a great day.